And we are live. Okay, so Sam, do you want to go first?
Sure thing. Yes. So it is Monday, isn't it? And yeah, so we have the Saturday Scrum, which I continue to wonder is whether it's worth doing. Arun was in there briefly, but we lost him. Michael was there. Yeah, it's as I was saying to Michael on Saturday. Ironically, I just timed that completely wrong. There was a period where lots of people were active at the weekend, and now not so much. The main thing I was doing in the background is getting these SSL stuff out. So this was for our sprint last week for website 1. I didn't really manage to actually finish any of the things I committed to, which is frustrating. Partly that's the SSL thing was real, but also I think I overcommitted. But we've got SSL working on develop and staging, and in principle it's ready to go out to production. There's just some slight oddities with the login on staging that I worry are indicative of some kind of problem we're going to have when we push it onto production. I've just had people checking it. Federico saying he had the same problem before it was the SSL was out. So I'm kind of coming down on the side of, okay, I guess I'm just going to push it into production and see what happens. But you can see I'm not like incredibly enthusiastic about that.
No.
So that's kind of my blocker, is that decision making there to get that done. The other things that are going on are there's interesting discussions going on with a Myanmar related charity. The paper, the NHS wiki thing. There's effectively no news, various things in play. I mean the worry is that of course all the things come to nothing, but we'll see. I mean the Myanmar charity one is an interesting one. We will see about that. Yes, and so we've got coming up the marketing meeting, we've got the local support kickoff, we've got the Agile Book Club podcast. Things are basically under control. I'm going to try and get through all of the tickets that I didn't manage to get to from website 1 from last week is my big plan. But that's me.
All right, sounds great. See, for myself on the SHF project, we had a team meeting on Friday, which went well, and I think Ashley and I are going to connect up today for some pair programming. We're going to talk about security for some PR that I'm working on, and I want to get her thoughts on that. And I think that's it for SHF. For Met Plus, what did I do? So connected up with Arun off and on Friday and Saturday through Slack. He does have connectivity issues sometimes. To work through. Well, I found a bug. Actually, a new person, Thomas, found a bug and identified the root cause, and then I created a story, and immediately Arun took it within 30 seconds. He pinged me, and so we kind of worked through that. Been looking at some stuff from Hinesh. He's got a PR out there. He's got some thorny issues. I've been working on some of that this morning, in fact. So Hinesh and I are going to connect up this afternoon as well. And I think that's it for... we've had recurring problems with the cruncher. So I've been notifying Hua what's been going on. He's been fixing them as they occur. Some of them reoccur. Anyway, hopefully it gets stable. And I think that's pretty much it for me. And no blockers.
Right. How's the Wiki EDU thing going?
It's going well. I do not have any time, unfortunately, to actually participate in taking a story. I thought I would. Yeah, so I've got my time divided up. But it's going okay. I think I'd like to see more people coming in from Edge Adventures and taking stories and completing them. So we've got, Arun's taking a story once in a while. Hinesh is doing well in taking a story. He wants to learn React.
Right.
Tong Wei took a story. And that's she's back to work on a story for Met Plus. But anyway, we're seeing, people participating. Yeah. But nobody really committed to it and taking a thorny stories and working it every day. But that's the nature of this business, I guess.
Indeed. Yeah. I mean, you were saying last week, like, oh, we should get more people going towards it, and I've kind of I've like bumped it up in my head in terms of when I'm responding to people in the new members and I'm talking to people individually, I'm making sure that I mention it because it's easy to forget those. I guess I'm certainly all ears if there's other things that we can be doing. I guess part of it is that getting started, like if it was easy for people to find out that it was a React project, then that might have more people going that way. So yeah, but yeah, just let me know if you have other ideas about how we should be sort of supporting it.
Well, that's one of the reasons we made that table in the About Us page, not the About Us
It's the
page.
Getting Started page,
Getting Started page, yeah.
Which the new members are now landed when they sign up. That's the
where they go.
Page they see. And yeah, so one of the tickets I didn't get to last week was slimming down. I think we can ease almost all the pages in the site. We can slim down the amount of text and get it more like so people feel there's here's the pathway that I go. But
yeah. I'd like to get that table at the top of that page if at all possible, but it might be.
It could be. It could be. Yeah.
And we, step 3, refer to the table at the top of this page for active project, whatever.
Yeah. So, feel free to. Well, it's an interesting thing to consider. Like the thing I've been running through my mind is, or the ticket we've got is I'm trying to turn Getting Started into a like a checkbox series of things. I mean, it's as I say, like we've got this issue that you get here, and you kind of have to like a lot of people are going to see that and they're going to start reading, and
exactly,
and like fall asleep there. Like, we've got a lot of this information that just. Oh, I mean, it could be so easily improved. I mean, there's also the discussion to have about what is the this is like, particularly from the point of view, this is somebody who has either just signed up or they're like, maybe they signed up previously and they're coming back and they found Getting Started. So whatever, like someone who's clicked on Getting Started or arriving here is kind of, they're in a certain mode. And we kind of, it's like, I guess, what do we want them to do? Is getting them excited about the range of projects. Maybe that's like you say, could be the first thing. Step 1 could be browsing the Agile Ventures projects.
That's
I mean,
true.
Couldn't it? I mean, like here, like this is kind of ridiculous because, like, this is, majority of people have, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're kind of directing people away.
We are
in the first instance, and in some ways, what we want, if this was first, we could then, even if they don't choose to do a project like immediately. If they've seen, there was a range, there is an Elixir project, and then later on, like 3 months later, and they're saying, yeah, I'd really like to do some Elixir. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we can kind of get that, maybe that is the most important thing to come first, is to.
Yeah, because why do I want to go through these steps? I got to create a GitHub account. I got to do this, that, and the other. I want to be involved with that project. That's what I want to learn.
Right.
So yeah, probably a pretty good idea. Move it to the top.
Yeah, and I mean, this is staging here. I mean, we could easily, like, it's as simple as going into the there. I mean, the interesting thing, if I take that and we stick that on, there we go, and it's I mean, what I can do is maybe bring that up in the marketing meeting that we're having next. I mean, I also find it kind of weird. Like, we've got things like agileventures.org, and it's like, I mean, in some ways, like at the moment, we probably don't want people browsing the projects page because it's so disorganized.
Yeah, that's true too.
And so it's like, I guess,
yeah.
I'm just sort of thinking here is, I mean, there's one thing that the Getting Started. I mean, what I would almost be doing with it is like, we'd say like getting involved in a real agile project with a real customer is key to accelerating your learning.
That's the value proposition right there.
Right. And then it's kind of like, it's almost like you may want to work, it's been already probably long, with a particular technology stack. But remember, it's, maybe this is, I'm preaching there, it's delivering value to the customer or to the client that is the critical. That's stupid. And then, but though here, like forget that. Then we've got like take a look through the our most active projects below, and try and choose one or more to get involved in. And so, like, I'm not saying this is what should be. I mean, I can all sorts of criticism on those things, but then like there's an interesting thing here in the same way that we're talking about, like with the home page here. There's a particular value to this chunk of space here, right?
Yep.
This is like
Yep.
the first thing people are going to see. You know, this, that, and the other. So similarly, having signed up, right? Signing up suggests like some level of like, oh, I want to know more, right? And so then, by extension, kind of this space that they first see here, the first thing we tell them to do. I mean, this is here where we want to get them. Oh, I lost it. Oh God, the editor. We want to kind of like get them even more fired up and even more inspired to contribute, don't we?
Yep, absolutely.
So
that's the key thing. Get them excited about why they want to go through all this drudgery to get set up.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and in some ways, more important than signing up for GitHub or Pivotal Tracker or anything is like, I mean, what would be nice, I think, particularly, is basically if we should tell them that the first thing that they should do is kind of join the Slack channel. And if it's just a question of like, if they click on that, right? And I mean, we'll go into it. What I would like to see is for somebody who's not logged in, like if I go to a different browser, I've got Safari over here somewhere, is that people landing on here would just have the option to sign up. This is the thing. The problem is like they'll land here, and we don't have a mechanism to, like, for them to request a, you know, a what's it? That they can't like request an account from this point. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like from here, if they kind of like seeing, oh, there's a React thing. That what we would love them to do is to be able to sort of like click on there and just arrive. And then we'd see them arriving, and we could say, "Hello, greetings, welcome," you know, and let's make this happen.
Even if they don't have an account,
Right. I mean, I guess I was just looking at, and I was putting this in my channel. Sorry, I'll stop. I'm such a terrible babble mouth crazy person. But you're a wonderful person for putting up with me. I mean, you all are. I don't know why you do it. But there's this. We keep seeing more and more the things now where, like, basically, this is a page. This is for the changelog podcast I was talking about before. You just click here, and it's like, unlike for us where you're signing up for Agile Ventures and then the Slack is a side effect. This is like you are joining the Slack, and almost if we could somehow. And I'll stop talking then. Michael is here. Hey, Michael.
Hello. Do you hear me?
I do hear you. How are you doing?
Well, maybe step one ought to be create a Slack account if you don't already have one, because that is our primary communication vehicle, and you really can't poke around on projects without having that. It's a little bit of a tactical administrative thing, but and then they can navigate the table correctly.
The thing that I'm thinking, or I was just thinking this morning, is that what we want in some ways is if you go to this page and it says sign up, like if we could make it clear with messaging on here that you will get a Slack account as a result of doing this. So like just clicking these buttons, I mean, we've got like all this information here is about, like, I don't know if we have a privacy statement, you know, the email registrations are disabled, whatever. Like if we could actually have a big message here that kind of said, you know, sign up, and it kind of in brackets, and get your free Slack text chat invite.
Yeah,
you know, would make it clear that that's going to be a side effect. Go on, Michael.
So we're seeing your face.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I know that's not much fun with this beard. Yeah, I was trying to show this. I should just do that.
Well, it's a nice beard, but
Oh, your flattery will get you absolutely everywhere. That's, but so like here, like if this sign up, inspect the sign up, said like there, and get invited to free Slack text chat system, like that. I mean, it's kind of silly, and obviously there's a much better way of doing it. But you know, like if this kind of like, I think one, we get more people arriving in Slack because they know to go and look for that Slack invite that might have ended up in their spam filter. And then when they're on this page, you know, and it says Slack channel, basically the step one could be saying, look, okay, you know, there is lots of documentation and stuff on every project, but really the you know, and so the key thing is get there in the Slack channel, say hello to the, you know, the project maintainer, and let's start a conversation. And so, you know, if they hit this and they end up going to, and I've lost it, like just this, we kind of increase the chances that they know to go and, oh, right, Slack. Oh, yeah, I have to go and, you know, click on that email confirmation to get through. Anyway.
So should step one then be make sure you have a Adventures account that you signed in with AV?
Say that again?
Should step one then be make sure that you have an AV account? Should that be step 0 or step 1?
Yeah, well, we've got the kind of mix there because half the people who are arriving here are going to have just created an AV account, and other people who maybe haven't yet and they're just browsing it. I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, if that can be worked into that somehow. Anyway, I guess that's the thing. Well, I'll bring this all up in the marketing meeting, which is coming up in about 5 minutes. So, and we'll try and work out a way, maybe even before, like the plan for turning the getting started into a checkboxy thing can kind of come after getting the sequence right.
Right, exactly. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Well.
All right. Well, I will catch up with you later, Michael. I guess I will see you in the marketing meeting, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
All right.
Bye for now.
All right, great. Bye, guys.